I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members for your continued support. Thank you, and consider joining today for added perks and exclusive content. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert The Stormtrooper, and in this video I'm going to be restoring my G1 Jetfire. So this is my G1 Jetfire right here. He is complete and he is in pretty good shape overall. Just going all the way around so you can see him. All of the pieces are here. I even have the ever elusive gun clip for him, but he is very, very yellow. He did have some issues when I got him. I mean, he was missing some parts. I've since completed, and besides being really, really yellow, the stickers are peeling off. They're in pretty bad shape. I've been putting off restoring this guy because I didn't want to ruin the stickers or the paint or anything like that, but it's gotten to the point where it really just needs a complete overhaul. There was also an issue with the front landing gear that I have already repaired, and I'll show that off once I take the figure apart. I'll show you what that piece was, but there was, yeah, so the front landing gear stayed open. It would not, you know, when you close it, it would not stay closed. I fixed that, and then of course we are going to be fixing all of the yellowing on this guy. And again, like I said, stickers, because some of these are peeling off already, and you'll notice like on the back boosters here, these were originally installed backwards, so these Autobot logos are upside down, so we're going to be needing to replace all of those anyway. Now I've gone ahead and removed all of the armor here so that you can really see. This is where you can really see how bad the yellowing has become on this figure. If you take a look at the leg here, where the outer half is plastic and the inside half here is die-cast, you can really tell a difference in the paint right there. And I don't know how much of it comes off on camera. As I'm looking through my camera lens, it doesn't look as bad on camera as it looks in person. When you look at this in person, it is really, really bad. You can also see all the different shades of yellowing that we have on the hands and on the arms. You can see where it just goes from really, really yellow to really, really white. I'm wondering if this was stored in jet mode, just because of the way the parts that are yellowed are all parts that face outwards when it's in jet mode. So that's what I'm wondering. If we go around the back here, you can really see the difference here, especially on the wings right here. This is another thing that makes me think this maybe was stored in the jet mode. You can really see right there the difference. If you look at, for example, the inside of the elbow compared to that wing right there, and even with the underarm right there, you can see the just contrast. Just such a sharp difference in how much this figure has yellowed over time. If we open these up, you can see a little more of the white, the parts that have actually stayed white versus the parts that are really, really yellow. So yeah, really, really bad discoloring on this guy. So the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and off camera, I'm going to remove all of the stickers from this guy. And one thing that I've been concerned with, and one of the reasons I've been putting off on trying to retrobrite this figure, is that I have always heard that retrobriting can damage some of your red paint, and I'm really scared that I'm going to do some damage to that red paint. But I've been looking, you know, I've done some retrobrite projects in the past. I have posted those here on my channel before, and I've been watching a lot of newer retrobrite techniques where I have seen parts that have gone in that do have red parts painted on them that have not been damaged. So I'm going to try one of those newer techniques. Rather than putting this out in the sun, I am going to be using a UV light, and I'll be showing that off here in a little bit, in hopes that I don't damage any of the red paint. We'll see. This is all an experiment, right? But the next step here is going to be to remove all of the stickers and then go ahead and start disassembling Jetfire and get all of the parts ready for their UV bath, rather. So here's Jetfire one more time in his before state, and I've gone ahead and removed all of the stickers, and I wanted to show him off one more time because this really shows off the level of yellowing that he's got. So you can see where some of the stickers used to be, even on his shoulders, that didn't look so bad. When you look at the difference with what was under the sticker versus what was showing, you can really see a difference there in the yellowing and the shading. Over here on the chest with the little circle stickers there as well. And even on the legs, you can see a lot of that stuff. Look at that right there. You can really tell how badly yellowed this guy was. So I thought this was a good opportunity to really kind of show off in detail how much yellowing this figure really suffered when you look at it with the stickers off. And here he is in jet mode, and again, this just only goes to show a little more of how badly yellow he has become. You can see right here on the nose cone where this little black stripe sticker was at. You can see that real heavy contrast right there. You can also see some yellowing there, up here on the top, here in the tail section. So you can really tell. This is what makes me think that he was stored away in jet mode, because it's really all the parts that showed in jet mode is what seems to have yellowed the worst. Now, let me show off the landing gear here real quick. So the issue that I was having with the landing gear before is that it would not stay shut. This is how it's supposed to work. You push it down, it clicks into place, and then you pull this little black lever here, and it pops right back out again. So it wasn't doing that. And the reason it wasn't doing that was because this little lever piece, and I'll show this off when I open them up. This is the little hook piece, and it's kind of like a U, right? So it's got the little latch on the backside here that the landing gear is actually holding on to, and then the front of it curves into a U that pushes off against this post where this screw is at. There's a post that goes across here. So those little pieces in a U pushing up against that post so that it's actually pushing back and holding the landing gear. So that U had actually bent, that little piece had bent inwards this way. So this little piece right here wasn't pushing back against the landing gear all the way. But now you can see that it's actually working perfectly fine. So, and again, I'll show that piece off here in a moment when I get them opened up. So now I'm just, looks like I missed a sticker here, so I need to remove that sticker. I need to clean off some of the sticker residue, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start taking them apart and get him ready for his bath. So it's been 2 days now since I dipped these in the Retro Bright solution, and we've got some good news and we've got some bad news. So the good news is, as you can see, all the plastic is now very, very white, and I will be posting before and after pictures so you can see the difference. This figure was very, very yellow, and you could see, like, for example, on this part, you'll remember that there was a very different shade between this blade piece up here and this piece here, where now they're pretty much the same color, and that goes pretty much everywhere. Everywhere where you could see where the stickers were at, and you could see all the white under the sticker. Obviously, I still got some sticker residue here I need to wash out, but you can see now that the rest of the leg is the same color as what was hidden under the sticker, so that's a success. However, the part that I was afraid of, and one of the reasons that I've been actually putting off this project as long as I have, also happened, and that is some of my reds did fade. And also the black on the chest here, specifically the chest pieces. The wings are okay, the arms are okay, and the tail is okay. But the colors on the chest piece, you'll notice the reds here just washed out, so did the black. And also on the nose piece here, you could see a lot of fading in the red right there and right there, as well as on the bottom of the nose cone, a lot of the red faded out. So that's really unfortunate, which means now that I have to put off the assembly of this figure. As I was looking forward to assembling this figure today, that's going to have to wait now, because now I have to paint. And I'm only going to paint these three pieces. These are the three pieces that are affected the most. Again, if you look at, for example, my wings and my arms, those were not affected, which is very, very strange. I'm sure they used the same paint for all of them, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna assemble what I can assemble. I'm going to get to painting these pieces, and then once we got the figure put back together, painted and put back together, I'll show it off before we do the stickers, and then finally after we do the stickers, and then we'll go on to final assembly. Or not rather final assembly, but just to see the finished product once the figure is completely put back together with the stickers and all its accessories, and we'll take a look at a complete after at that point. Okay, so I've got Jetfire all painted up and put back together, ready for stickers. But before I started doing the stickers, I wanted to show you the paint, how it turned out, you know, so the stickers could detract from that. So I wanted to show you the paint real quick. And I'm really happy with the way the paint came out. I would only change one thing if I did it again. I'll get to that in just a moment. But let me show you what I used. So I did the nose cone. So there's 3 pieces that I painted. The bottom of the nose cone, the top of the nose cone going into the cockpit, and of course his chest right there. So I worked on these reds and this black right there. So here's what I used. I used this Rust-Oleum. This is gloss black right there. So I used that. I used also the 2X Rust-Oleum. This is the gloss apple red, which was a very good match right there. And of course I always keep my handy jar of mayonnaise for safety. So the trick here is to be patient. And I know it's a cliche. This is what you're always going to hear: patience and masking, right? So I masked everything off. I did the black first. And then I did 3, maybe 4 coats, just light coats, 45 minutes apart. And then I let it sit overnight before I tried to tape it up to do the reds. And then I masked everything else, and then I did all the reds. Same thing, 3 or 4 very light coats, 45 minutes apart until I got full coverage, and then I let it cure overnight. And as you can see, the match is almost perfect. It's pretty perfect. I dare say it's perfect. It's the same exact shade of red. The red. That's why I have the wing folded over so that you can see the red from the wings matches the red from the chest, what will be the chest, and the cockpit right there. Same thing with the arms. If I were to bring the arms out, you would see that red right there matches that red down here. So very, very happy with the way that turned out. Now, I did say that if I were to do it again, I would do something different, and that would be before removing the masking tape, I would do a clear coat. So one thing I noticed once I got it all done is that you can see it's hard to see. You got to look at it up close, but you can see a difference in the texture in the finish itself of the areas that I painted. It's not as smooth as the rest of the figure. So if I had to do this again, I would spray a clear coat over the parts that I painted. Again, before removing the tape, because I would not want to get a clear coat over the white parts that I just got done whitening. I want to leave those alone. So again, just I would do the coats of paint, let it cure. Then I would do a clear coat, let that cure, then go ahead and remove the tape. That would be the only thing that I would do different if I were to do this again. But other than that, very, very happy with the progress so far. So now next step is going to be stickers and a final reveal. So let's get to the stickers. And here we have Jetfire finally put together and all stickered up. And of course, whitening the plastic and recoloring that paint did wonders for this figure. But it's never truly complete until you've done the stickers. The stickers go a long way with these old figures. And I am so happy with the way that this guy has come out. So just kind of going all the way around so you can see, it just looks absolutely fantastic here. It's again, I am just so very pleased with the way that this figure came out. Just taking a look underneath so you can see everything right there. We've even got the rub symbol, brand new rub symbol right there on the bottom. We'll back up just a little bit. Check that out. Yep, everything is working great. All of the landing gear. Let's close that up real quick so we can show that off and how that's working. So that's working, and you can see that's now holding in place as well, and that's also working. Yeah, looking absolutely fantastic. Super pleased at the way that this guy came out. You got the wings that go in and out, just like an F-14 Tomcat would. Yeah, very, very pleased with this. Let's take a look at him all armored up next. And once again, the jet mode, but this time with all of the armor parts on there. So you can see what it looks like, all built up and all armored up. And yeah, on the red parts here, on all of these armor parts, I fixed some of the stickers like these that were upside down previously. Obviously, I ripped those off and I replaced those. These striped ones, I realized these were on wrong as well. And then I added some of the stickers that were missing. But a lot of these, like these little square blocks on the side here, some of those stripes, I left those alone. They were fine. Nothing really a whole lot wrong with them. So I just kind of left those alone. Just kind of going all the way around so you can really take in the entire jet mode. And it really does look like a whole new toy now. I am so very pleased with the way that this came out. You know, I've had this figure for a long time now, and I was always happy that I had a Jetfire. Then, you know, played with him a little bit. I had him up on the shelf. Something about that yellow just always kind of threw him off for me, you know. And now it kind of feels like I have a brand new figure, and I have not been able to put this figure down since. Really, really pleased with the way that this came out. So, yeah, that's about it for the jet modes. Let's take a look at him now in robot mode. And of course, Jetfire here now in robot mode, once again without the armor, so that you can really appreciate all the difference that this whole process has made. And you can really see it in the legs. If you remember, the inside part of the legs, the die-cast part of the legs, was still very white in the before pictures, and you could see a very distinct contrast between the inside of the legs and the outside of the legs. You could really see how much they had yellowed, where now they're practically identical. Very nice, looking fantastic all the way around. Of course, all the stickers have been applied now, and he looks absolutely fantastic. There is not a trace of yellow left on this figure. I am so very happy with the way this guy has turned out. And finally, of course, here we have Jetfire in his final mode, his ultimate mode, all armored up and ready for battle, the way we love to see him. And again, he just looks absolutely fantastic. One thing I did mean to show off earlier, I wanted to show this off, is these new rub symbols. I was kind of wondering if replacement symbols were going to work. Sure enough, they work fantastic. They work really, really well. So very happy with the way the stickers came out. Very happy with the way that the retro bright process has turned out on this guy. All of the retouched up paint or restored paint on them, and all of the brand new stickers. And they have really just kind of created a whole new figure experience for me once more. Again, like I said, I've had this figure for quite a while now, and it's just kind of one of those, man, he's awesome, he's complete, but he's up on the shelf, and I really don't mess with him because he's yellowed, and I just, something about that mentally just kind of made me not want to mess with him. Having them all whitened up like this and looking brand new again has just, I haven't been able to put this guy down since I restored him. I've just been enjoying having this figure once more. Really kind of renewed that sense of hey, new figure feel for this guy. Absolutely fantastic. So there it is. That's my process. I've shown this process before with other toys. That was a little more involved with this one because I did have to repair the paint on the chest and on the nose cone here. So hopefully that'll help some of you guys out there. Maybe you guys have some restoration projects of your own and you need some tips. So hopefully you got something out of this video that you found helpful. What did you think of this video? If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there if you want to hit on that. I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.